Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of the corporate world and find out who is really pulling the strings. Today, we've got an interesting little document from Qorvo, Incorporated, detailing some recent happenings that might just give us a peek behind the curtain of a big upcoming deal. So, what is this all about? Well, the folks at Qorvo, Incorporated, which you might know by their stock ticker Qorvo on the Nasdaq, have put out what is called a Form 8. Think of it as an urgent news bulletin for investors. This particular filing, dated the 22nd of November 2025, is mostly about a key person and a major business combination. This is Qorvo, Incorporated, the company we're looking at. They're a pretty big player in the world of semiconductors, making chips that go into all sorts of electronic devices, from smartphones to advanced defense systems. Now, this filing is all about something important happening within the company. It revolves around a planned merger, a super big deal where Qorvo Incorporated is set to combine with another company called Skyworks Solutions. Incorporated, when companies this size get together, there is always a lot of moving parts, especially when it comes to the people running the show and their compensation. The main news here is in a section that deals with what happens to directors and important officers, as well as any new hires or shifts in pay structures. And that is exactly what we're seeing. So the big news is that Qorvo Incorporated has decided to give a special bonus to its Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, a gentleman named Grant A. Brown. This bonus isn't just a reward for a job well done, it is specifically tied to the merger with Skyworks Solutions Incorporated. It is called a retention bonus, which means it is designed to keep key people like Mr. Brown on board and focused during this critical transitional period. These kinds of bonuses are common when big mergers happen, aiming to avoid a talent drain at a time when stability is crucial. Now, let's talk numbers because this is where it gets interesting. Mr. Brown is set to receive a hefty sum of $986,226. That is almost $1 million. This money is split into two parts. 60% of it, which is a little over $500,000, will be paid out once the merger is officially completed. The remaining 40%, which is about $394,000, will be paid 6 months after the merger is finalized. The condition for getting this money is that Mr. Brown must still be employed by the company on those payment dates. This is a pretty standard structure for these agreements, designed to incentivize long-term commitment through a potentially uncertain time. But here is a critical detail. What happens if, for some reason, Mr. Brown's employment ends before he receives these payments? The agreement has clauses for that too. If he is let go by Qorvo Incorporated, Skyworks Solutions Incorporated, or any company that takes over from them, without cause meaning without a valid reason like poor performance or misconduct, or if he resigns for good reason as defined in the agreement, then he still gets the full retention bonus. This protection is important because it means even if things don't go smoothly with the merger or his role changes unexpectedly, he is still compensated for his commitment during the merger process. It shows that the company is willing to pay to ensure he stays through the process or compensate him if things go south despite his efforts. Now, the filing mentions that this is just a summary. The full official details of this retention bonus agreement will be included in a future filing, their quarterly report on Form 10Q, which will cover the period up to the 27th of December 2025. So if you are really curious about all the nitty-gritty, that is where you'll eventually find it. And finally, we see the signature. This report is officially signed off by Robert A. Brugsworth, who holds the position of President and Chief Executive Officer. This signifies that the company leadership is aware of and has approved the contents of this filing. The date of the signature is the 28th of November 2025, just a few days after the retention bonus was approved. So, what does this all mean? On the surface, it is a standard corporate retention bonus, a common practice in major mergers. It shows Qorvo Incorporated is trying to secure its financial leadership during a period of significant change. The substantial payout signals the importance of the Chief Financial Officer's role and their continuity in navigating the complex financial aspects of this merger with Skyworks Solutions. Incorporated, there isn't a lot of financial data in this particular 8K filing, which is more focused on a specific event. But the context of this merger between Qorvo Incorporated and Skyworks Solutions Incorporated is the overarching story. Both are significant players in the semiconductor industry, and their combination could reshape the competitive landscape. Keeping strong leadership like Mr. Brown on board is a strategic move to ensure a smooth integration and continued operational strength for the combined entity. We'll be watching closely to see how this merger plays out and what future filings reveal about the financial health and direction of the new, larger company. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Qorvo. Incorporated filing. What is your take on these retention bonuses and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think this is a smart move to ensure leadership stability during a merger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to check out our Discord community, linked in the description for more exclusive content and discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.